Hey guys, my name is Justin and welcome to Health Bro, where we care about the design behind designer luxury. And if you do, make sure to subscribe. That was cool, right? So if you have been on the community page, you've seen that I've taken a bit of a hiatus. My mental health is... so we'll talk about that. But I wanted to make a video for you guys because I bought something that I think is interesting. I mean, you guys see the title, so whatever. But I did want to say, like, this is not me saying I'm gonna be super consistent with videos, maybe. I'm still just trying to see where I am mentally, but I wanted to get something out because, I don't know, I miss talking to you guys. So, like I said, you probably already saw the title of the video, so I bought... I mean, it's still in the shipping box, so you can't tell, but I bought shoes. So basically, I wanted to just unbox this, give a first try on with you guys, and just talk about it, you know? I don't know, I've been really feeling Jacquemus a lot recently, just because I'm like, it's summer, it's time to be like sexy and cool. I just realized I didn't need a knife. So let's get something fun. I need more white sneakers, even though I have like 5 pairs, but like that's my like MO, so, you know, I don't think anyone's really surprised about that. But yeah, so I got the Jacquemus. What is this? Ooh, my return label if they don't fit. Oh, a little card. Merci.
Oui.
A nice little envelope. That's nice. Even though like this box does not feel like super luxe. I mean, it does have like Jacquemus printed on the inside, which I think is nice. Just like something to differentiate it from just like a normal box. And then there's no tissue paper or any sort of like padding inside that box. So I'm like, okay, cool. But this is a nice touch. There's like a little like firm, like it's like a paper sleeve. I wouldn't even call it an envelope necessarily. But it has like a little thank you card, return authorization, and then like the return shipping label. But this is a very nice touch. This, it almost feels like an invitation or something, like the way that this is presented. Maybe it's the scale because it's kind of like letter sized. That's a really smart choice. But yeah, so I got the JF1s, the Jacquemus Force 1s. Is that right? I don't know. But then looking at the box, yeah, it's paper, but it has the Nike logo and it says Jacquemus. This box is beat up, so beware if you wanted these shoes with the box because you also like care about that stuff. Nice, it comes with some tissue paper that says Jacquemus Nike. Oh. And then here's the shoe. We're just diving in, I guess. It smells good. It smells like leather. I bought these because I was like, I saw they were restocked and I was like, well, I like Jacquemus, I like Nike. The shoes from the original Jacquemus Nike collab, they did not capture my attention. And I think it's because I just wanted like a solid color shoe because that's who I am. I'm just kind of like boring but interesting, like boring with a twist. That's kind of like my style, I feel. Listen, at least I have a twist. There's some people out here in this world who are just boring, which is fine. They can be. And then of course, because it's shoe, it came with a second one for each foot.
Wow.
No offense if you only have 1 foot. Okay, here's the thing. I feel like shoe companies should give discounts for people who only need 1 shoe, and then they should find a partner for that other shoe and see if someone wants that outside a discount. I think that would be a good idea, and I think that would be fair. People who have 1 leg deserve to have really cool shoes without having to like waste their money on the other shoe, you know? So this is where I'm at mentally. I'm like so sure someone absolutely tried on these shoes, but whatever. Oh my god. One thing that I noticed while like just looking at the shoe is that the toe box actually looks wide, which I think is very unusual for a Nike shoe. I think a lot of Nike shoes tend to run a little bit narrow. Maybe the running shoes are more true to size, but it looks a little wide. So I have some hope that this is going to fit me because I have like wide feet. Because I'm thick. My body needs the width so I can stand up and not fall down. I like them. They're a little ugly. Am I weird? Oh, no, I like them. Alright, so the consensus is these are so ugly. I can't decide if they're like ugly in like the cool girl way or ugly in the ugly way. I feel like they're ugly in the ugly way, but that's not gonna stop me from wearing them, if that makes sense. I actually think I really do like these. Like I said, the toe box was wide. It fit so well. It felt like I wasn't even wearing shoes. Like, it's a slimmer profile in the sole, but it feels like very comfortable. It's the most comfortable shoe I've just immediately tried on and been like, oh, this is great. Like, I've never had that kind of experience, really. So I'm very excited for that. I will say, like, the leather feels a little soft, but I feel like that's because it needs to be, in a way. Just the way that these are. One thing that I noticed is that, like, because it's thinner in the sole, it's thinner in the leather, it felt almost like a slipper or something like that. Which makes sense because if you actually look at the details of, like, the woven aspect of it, it is actually woven. So there's holes in the shoes to help it stay, like, super ventilated, which I like because my feet get hot, especially on like airplanes when the blood rushes down there. Oh, is that why people's feet get swollen? Because like the blood rushes down there, and that's why I get hot because then the blood is just pumping down there? Science. I don't know, I'm just like looking at the shoe even closer now, and I love all the little details. So it has that like signature like perforated toe box, and it has the lines, but they're a little bit more curvy, so it's a little more sensual. And then it has the tiny little Nike swoosh, and then has the JF1. It has this woven detail all around the edges, and then there's like a little tab that's like, oh yeah, this is how it was woven or something. I'm like, sure, whatever. That same little like leather tab detail is on the shoelaces as well. Also, you can't make fun of me for my socks. These are just the kind of socks that gay people wear now. It's weird. It reminds me of like a huarache. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Huaracha? No, that's not right.
Huarache.
But you know what I mean? Like those woven like fisherman sandal type deals. Like you get that woven. It feels very like summery, very like outdoorsy-ish, but in like the more like relaxed way, not like, oh, let's go for a hike way. One thing that I do like about this versus the actual Air Force One is I like that it has like a very low profile. Yes, like in terms of like this, but also in terms of the sole. Now that I'm looking at it, it kind of looks like a baseball, doesn't it? It has that kind of like chevron-esque type of like pattern, which I think is how baseballs look, right? I don't know. Here's a picture of a baseball. In case you didn't know what a baseball looks like. And then I think the last couple details of the shoe, there's like a little extra like, I don't know if this is supposed to be like reinforcement or something, and then it has the embossed Jacquemus with the Nike swoosh. Where the shoelaces go, it has like a little bit of like a scalloped edge, so it feels like almost beachy. And then on the bottom, like the sole is the sole, but there's like a few random little squares that are softer. I don't know what that's for, why it's like that. I'm wondering if it's just to make it more comfy. And then of course I love the bottom because whenever you walk, to me I'm assuming it's like, okay, so you're meant to walk like in the sand, because like the only people that do this are like flip-flop companies. But like it has like the reverse Jacquemus and the reverse Nike swoosh. So then when you take your steps in the sand, you see like a bunch of little squares and you see Jacquemus, Nike swoosh. And I think that's just, again, another cute, fun detail. One thing that I think is maybe like a partial flop is the tongue of the shoe is made out of nylon. It does have like a mesh behind it, so I don't think it's gonna make my feet super hot, but I'm just like, why isn't it a leather tongue? Air Force Ones, is the tongue not leather? I'm confused. But maybe they made it this like mesh to make it even more breathable, which, if that's the case, this is like an ugly performance shoe done by a fashion brand. I'm here for it. I think part of what also drew me to these shoes is that Jacquemus is like famously known for making very sensual, sexy silhouettes. Things that are meant to be like going out or like being very flirty, and this is not. It's not in the vein of the brand I'm going to be saying at all. It's not their style, but it's ugly in kind of the same way. When I say like Prada, Miu Miu, more so maybe even. Well, Miu Miu is kind of just sexy now. But like before, they used to be like the nerdy little sister, right? And this feels kind of like nerdy, like, oh, let me wear my shoes on the beach. Oh my god. By the way, if you wear shoes on the beach, you are a nerd. I'm from Florida, I can say that. yeah, I think that's kind of the vibe, right? Like, this isn't cool, but I think that's why I like it so much. Oh my god, did you hear that crack? I think that's probably why it was so easily available to buy during the restock. But yeah, overall, like, I think this is a pretty decent shoe, and I'm excited to wear it during the summer because, yes, the summer is barely starting. It is 60 degrees here today. So, oh no, it hit 70. But I definitely want to hear your opinions. Have you seen these shoes even? I feel like there was not any hype at all because these are like not the most attractive shoes. But I would love to hear like if you would wear these, if you have them, or if you think I spent my money on garbage. I like it, and that's what matters. That is all I have for you today, so if you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. It lets me know that you like this kind of content and that you too care about the design behind designer luxury. Until next time, look at that nerd running. Oh my god, did you hear that crack?